Van life is not about living in your van. Rather, it's about living outside of your van. Shalom, beautiful ones. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Abiyah, and I am a full-time digital nomad living in my minivan. In this video of Black Girl's Guide to Van Life, I am going to be talking about van bads. I don't know why I laugh at myself, y'all. But I am going to talk about questions to consider when choosing your bed, and your van bed directions, and van, oh my God, this is a tongue twister, and van bed designs and layouts for all different sorts of vehicles. Whether you're in a car, an SUV, minivan, truck, Sprinter, ProMaster, there is an option for you. And in this video, I want to give a shout out to the following subscribers. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for your comment engagement and communicating with me and the community here. I definitely appreciate it, and I'm sure the community appreciates your suggestions and feedbacks and all of that. So thank you so much for your support and your comment engagement. I posted a question in the community tab about a week ago, and my question was, how important do you think a van bed is? And you guys are all correct, because you guys 85% said that it was absolutely essentially important, and 15% said it was very important. And I am going to say you all 100% are correct on both of those. Your bed is so important to your layout design and for your physical and mental health. Your bed layout and design will define the remaining of your van space, because one, your bed takes up most room in your van. When I first started van life for myself, I wanted something easy and simple that I thought. I wanted to make my own bed platform. And I'm not that gifted in carpentry or building things with wood and things like that. So I did find it hard to get someone to help me. So I went with another option. Now what I did was I went with a cot for my bed, and that seemed like it was a perfect fit for my minivan, which it was. I like that it gives me underneath my bed storage, since I don't have a lot of space in a minivan. My cot works great. I did make some alterations to my cot to make my bed comfortable. But we know that sleep is very important to your mental and physical health. You know, without the proper sleep, you're more than likely, it could take you longer to fall asleep. It may cause you to awaken several times throughout the evening. It can cause you to have aches and pains, you know, so your bed is going to be, I believe, it should be a good investment when choosing your bed. Now, you may think a cot, okay, yeah, it can be cheap and inexpensive, but it can also be pricey when you start adding, you're not going to sleep on the cot cushion. I tried that and that did not work for me. So yes, I did buy a tri-fold foam mattress for my cot. In addition to that, I purchased a twin size mattress cushion cover to add additional cushion for my bed. So what I'm trying to say is it's okay to invest a little bit of money into your bed. Trust me, it's definitely going to pay off in the end. There are two main goals for building your van bed, and that is to utilize your space as efficiently as possible while providing you the comfort that you need for a good night's rest. Those are your two goals. Cost efficient could be a goal, but I definitely would not sacrifice proper rest and over money. So that's just my intake on the bed. You can see my bed back here. I do have a video already on how I did my bed with the cot. I will link that right here if you would choose to go ahead and look at that. That breaks down what I chose for my cushion, my cot. The only thing that it does not have on there is the mattress cover that I picked out, that I bought early this summer, when I was in Texas. I believe I bought that when I was in Galveston, Texas, to add extra comfort. However, I will say with the cot, there can be a downside to having a cot for a bed, as we know that a cot, it kind of sinks in the middle because it's not a flat platform that you're resting on. It's fabric and it sinks down. But with my storage underneath, and with like these things that I store under there, it helps to provide a little extra support when I'm lying down, so that it doesn't sink as much. So that's the only downside that I have with the cot, and the downside that I have with the cot. Other than that, my cot's been wonderful to me, and I wouldn't change it no time soon. Before choosing your bed platform, your bed style, there may be some questions that you may want to consider first. One is, of course, you want to know, how many people do you need to sleep in your van? Some people do, firecrackers. It is around the 4th of July for people. How many people is your van gonna sleep? Is it just you? Are you solo? Do you have a partner? Do you have children? So that's definitely going to be something to consider. How much sleeping space do you need in your van? And then you also need to consider your personal height and weight. The whole goal of that is you want to make sure that whatever platform that you have or build in your van can support your weight, and also can support your height. If you're tall and or short, you may, stretching out completely during sleep, I think is very comfortable. If you're not able to stretch out while you're sleeping, I don't think you're gonna have a really good rest. I also want to consider, how much living space do you need, and how much storage do you need? Different bed builds, which I'll go over later, can give you more storage space than other builds. So we'll go over that later when I show different bed designs. And also you want to take into consideration the size of your vehicle. Do you have a car, van, minivan, SUV, a truck? I mean, you also have to consider your space that you have. I have a minivan, as you all know, so I don't have a lot of space in my van to be as creative as I want. So many options for either one, and we'll go over that as well. I think I repeated myself, but yeah. You also want to consider how much headspace do you need. Do you want to be able to sit up in your bed? Do you want to be able to sit up in your bed? I think that's important to consider. Also, how much space do you need in your van? And that will determine on, what do you plan on storing in your van? Some people like to be a little bit more adventurous and own a bike, a kayak, skates, or backpacking equipment, so do you need to store equipment like that in your van? So you want to think about that before when deciding on which bed style will work best for your needs. And also when trying to decide on your bed build, you want to think about where are you gonna eat at, where are you gonna lounge at, and where are you going to work at. For me, that was important for me as well, which is, of course, I have my bed. I can sit straight up in my bed. So a lot of things that I do is on the bed, but there are some days where I just don't want to sit on the bed. So that's why I have this stool here, because I can mainly sit here as well. On here and look out the window. I can push this seat back, push the front seat, all the way forward, closer to the steering wheel, and sit here and chill out and look out the window if I need to. So I'll demonstrate that for you. So I just hop right on in, and I can sit straight up right here, lean back, and I have another seating area in my van. And you know what? I can have company. Oh my goodness, I can have company. Y'all want to come over? You can sit right here and I'll sit on the bed. And you can come over, yeah. I'm crazy, y'all. Okay, I laugh at myself a lot. I don't know why, y'all. I'm just a happy person. And I want to share it. Your van bed direction is going to be important as well. You can have your bed layout horizontal or vertical. Horizontal would be across the horizontal would be across the width of your van, and vertical would be along the length of your van. My bed is vertical. It is on the length of my van. It is not the width. I am 5'5", and if I had my bed built horizontally, I would not be able to stretch all the way out, and that would have been unsatisfying to me. I would have been very uncomfortable if I could not have been able to stretch all the way out. So to me, this was the best option for me. There are two bed styles. One is a fixed bed style. That's where your bed is always in sleep mode. My bed is fixed. It's a vertical, fully fixed bed, which means it does not convert into anything. It always stays in bed mode. And convertible beds convert.
In this case, we've got two double bench seats and a medium-sized table at the back of the van, and this table collapses down into a bed.
Sometimes they're bed by night, or they're a table, a dinette, or a couch area during the day. Now there are pros and cons for each bed style, for your fixed beds and your convertible beds. There are pros and cons for each one. Okay, so one of the pros for fixed vans is underneath storage. My van, it gives me plenty of underneath the bed storage, which I absolutely need storage in a minivan. I do have these bins under there for storage. I store some of my, books and things under there. Over there I store like my grill, my Coleman grill, and my 2-burner stove. Over there, my beach rug, it's all under my bed. Under my bed fits a lot of things, and you'd be surprised on what I was able to store underneath my bed. And maybe one day I'll do a video on what I do for storage. Another pro for a fixed bed is that it's always in bed mode. So regardless of how tired you are or where you're at, if you want to pull over and take a nap, your bed is always made and ready for you to sleep in. You don't have to convert it into bed mode or anything like that. And also, another pro for a fixed bed is that typically it's less complicated to build than a convertible bed. Also, with the fixed bed, I've noticed by watching other people's videos, when they have to convert their beds, they usually have to have another place to store their beddings and pillows. Well, with the fixed bed, you don't have to worry about having an extra storage space for your beddings and your pillows. Some of the cons to having a fixed bed is that it uses more space than a convertible bed. Now I'll show you in this video, this guy, he did a vertical bed in his minivan that he was able to convert into a couch during the day and a bed at night.
This is in couch mode. So what I built myself is pretty much a bed that converts to a couch. So I'll show you how it converts down to a bed. It's pretty simple. Just flip that down, and then this piece of mattress comes here, and there you go. That's all you have to do. Flipping it back is very simple. You just throw that back, flip that up, and now it's in couch mode.
So another con is that a fixed bed limits your living space in your van. If my bed was to flip up, think about how much more space I would have. But then for that space underneath my bed, I would have to find somewhere to store those items. So less storage, more space. It's all about what's important to you. Also, with a fixed bed, you have to figure out your sitting area, which I was able to do in my van. Even though our objective is to live outside of our van, there will be those days where you just want to be inside. It don't even have to be a bad weather. It don't even have to be raining. It can be you just don't want to feel like dealing with outside. That happens. And you just want to chill out. That happens. So now convertible beds, wow. You have tons of options for convertible beds. That is definitely a pro, okay? And it offers you more living space, and a convertible bed can serve 2 or more purposes for your van lifestyle. A con to a convertible bed is having to, set it up and tear it down every day. Another con to a convertible bed is some builds you're not able to have your bed and your sitting area out at the same time, which could be a problem, especially if you are vanning with a partner and or children. So think about that. And also, a convertible bed can lead to less storage space. So the remaining of this video, I'm going to talk and show you different bed designs and layouts, and if you want to add something to it, please add that in the comment below for the community to see.
unlock the bed, and then we pull it down. Welcome to our bed.
I really wanted something that could fold down over the countertop, so it saves as much space, I can use as much space. When designing this, I really wanted something that could go up and down in less than 30 seconds. I've stayed in the table that converts into a bed, and it just stayed a bed the whole time, so having this go up and down really quick was really key to me. So this just folds down right over the counter, bed folds down, and comes out, and pillows and blankets are just right in there. In the morning, it takes less than 30 seconds to bring back up. I just have this handle right here on a pulley system, pulls that up, pushes that over, and then it folds back up.
So this is our bed. It's a standard double memory foam mattress. Ben removed the ribs off the side of each side of the van, just to maximise the width on each end of the bed, so that we could have the mattress transverse. The bed frame is made from timber, and we've got timber bed slats underneath. Yeah, the size of this bed and the width is fine for me. I'm only 5'3". Ben's 5'11", and his head is touching and his feet are touching. So if you're any taller than that, really, you probably want your bed the other way around.
This is where it starts to get weird. This back wall is actually a bed. It's my Murphy bed. So this entire wall will actually fold down on top of the benches, and then I have a lip here that catches it as well. It's not as big as a queen, but it's also not as small as a full. So
I hope that this video was beneficial for you. I hope that it got your brain cells going and got you thinking, you know, about options out there, you know. And I'm just gonna say, you know, YouTube, research, Google, all of that. Now, I am not the girl to come to ask me how to build or what to get to build, because the only thing I done built was that shelf in there, you know. That's up to you really to figure out for yourself, because I couldn't find anyone to build for me, so that was an issue for me, you know. So hey, I'm okay with that. Actually, I'm okay, because I learned that I probably would not like to have a convertible bed in my minivan. So I hope that you guys got some information, some good information from this video. I don't know everything. I try to provide you with the things that I do know, that I'm familiar with, or things that I have thoroughly researched for you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it, and if you have any other suggestions or tips for the community here, please leave a comment down below. Thank you so much, and I look forward to our next episode of Black Girl's Guide to Van Life, because we out here.